A couple months ago, I submitted this piece to an open call for this thing called Aperture. It's an annual arts festival in San Francisco showcasing emerging Asian Pacific American artists in the Bay Area, organized by Kearney Street Workshop, which is one of the oldest Asian American arts organizations in the country. The festival includes literary arts, music, performing arts, comics and zines, and the opening for the visual arts showcase is next week. My friends Pooh and Kaya also got work accepted to the show, so tomorrow after class, we're gonna split an Uber from Stanford to SF to install our work in the gallery. If you're an emerging artist like me and you're trying to get your work out there, the art world is a scary, scary place. My biggest piece of advice, even though I'm still figuring it out myself, is just apply to shit. Look for local exhibitions in your area, look for open calls, and just enter your Delulu era and go for it. I've applied to so many things I thought I had zero chance of getting, and most of the time I get rejected. Since high school, I've actually been keeping this thing I call my rejection resume, which is a Google Doc where I keep a running list of all the things I failed at or got rejected from. So now whenever I get rejected from something, it's like kind of exciting. I'm like, oh, another one for my collection. I trust it is all part of the process. In fact, I applied to Aperture last year and got rejected, and then applied again this year and got in. Say hi to the vlog.
Hi, this vlog.
This is Kaya. She's here to stretch her beautiful painting. Painting reveal. Look how sexy.
It's crazy. It's crazy how fast, like, I am not liking old work already.
You don't like this?
Like, I'm already feel like past it.
I'm offended. I'm personally offended.
like
Apologize to me. That was really rude.
I like parts of it, but like the face is like bothering me.
You're objectively wrong. You're just
No.
objectively incorrect. Yay! Mission accomplished.
Hurrah.
We are going to wire the canvas so it can be hung.
56 wide.
Wait, 56 wide and how
And
much?
38 tall.
38 tall. Quick maths. What's 38 divided by 4?
38 divided by 4.
Two art majors trying to math. So 40 divided by 4 is 10. So it should be like 9 something.
Yes.
So let's just say 9.5.
Okay.
Wait, it might be 9.5.
Are you doing it?
It is 9.5.
Oh, it is? Okay.
So you go like a fourth way or a third way down the canvas, but I like it how it looks better at like a quarter way. Okay, we get our little D-ring. So we need 2 D-rings and 2 wood screws. Woman with power tool. All the trad wives are mad as hell right now.
I love when you put all of like the sounds,
The sound
all your sound effects. I just imagine the one that goes like, wow.
Okay, now we have our picture wire. I don't know why I like squatting. What we want to do is thread it through. Oh, I love the little hairs.
Oh yes, very nice.
Okay, I think that should be enough. Question mark. Then we have our little wire cutter. Put it through this one. Then you have to do like a special little Boy Scout knot. Okay, so you go over, and then you make a little 4, and then you go back through, and then under like that, and then tighten. Okay, so that's one side. You don't want it to hit the top,
Okay.
so you want it to like have some give, but like not all the way. So I think I'm gonna cut it a little short, but I think we will be okay. This one's gonna be a little janky. It always gets stuck because if you pull too hard, then it like gets stuck in these grooves and you like can't tighten it. It's very rude, to be honest. You know I'm panicking when I turn British. Hey, hey, hey.
Yay.
And then the final step, so this
Twist.
does not step. You do a little. And then you take the pliers.
Smoosh.
Smoosh.
Perfect.
Yay! Final product.
Thank you, Jackie.
We're waiting for our Uber or Uber XL. Cool. Moment of truth. Will it close? Hey!
Is that closer or no?
I think so. Update. The paintings ended up being too thicky, so there only ended up being enough space for 2 people in the Uber. So Kea and Pooh are gonna go to SF and they'll help me install my painting for me while they're there. I'm getting a little bit of FOMO, but I think it's for the best because I'm unfortunately feeling quite unwell. Definitely doing much better at this moment, but this morning my fatigue was so bad that I literally could not move, could not speak. And then I had to give a presentation in class and I broke down crying in the middle of it. So embarrassing. It was in front of a bunch of grad students. Oh, such is life. Today is Friday, October 18th, the day of the opening. This evening, my boyfriend and I are driving up to SF, getting dinner, and then going to the show. Or more accurately, my boyfriend is driving us. I am a perpetual passenger princess. I do have a driver's license, but I'm very not confident in my vehicle handling abilities. So I do a thing where I get anxious about driving, so I avoid driving, which makes me more anxious about driving ad infinitum. I apologize deeply to my fellow Asian women out there. I know I'm setting us back, confirming the stereotype. You know that clip from Family Guy of the Asian woman driver who's like, how much signal I need to cut across 8 lane? None?
How much signal I need to cut across 8 lane? None? I turn now. Good luck, everybody else!
Low-key, kinda true though. Trigger warning, I'm vlogging.
Fuck!
Do you have any words that you would like to say for the people?
I went to bed at 5 in the morning.
Why? Why you do
I was
that?
working on an assignment.
SMH. You're supposed to say.
I wasn't ready. Do it again, do it again.
Cause it goes on and on and on. Brian has a dash cam so he can personally participate in the surveillance state.
Save 7 minutes for your full
Tonight, do you think I was falling in love again? Caltrain B-roll. Yay! Eat this without spilling challenge. Salami acquired.
Stop documenting me.
I must. I need an action shot.
Jackie's about to grab a strawberry.
Hello. You like sassy? I get a name tag. Wow.
Kearney Street Workshop is the oldest multidisciplinary arts organization for Pacific Islanders and Asian Americans in the country. Our mission is to present, produce, and promote art that empowers Asian Pacific American artists and communities. As we celebrate 25 years of supporting the Bay Area's emerging artists.
The theme for this year's 25th anniversary Aperture is Return. From the Palestinian right to return, the call for indigenous land back, the various migrant histories and struggle for justice in our Pacific Islander and Asian communities, and the returns we face in our own personal lives. What does the idea of return mean to you? Where and to whom are you returning? The artists explore these questions in a variety of mediums, with stories ranging from the floodwaters of Nakhon Sawan, Thailand, and the Asian supermarkets of the Bay Area. These emerging voices bring a poignant, creative, and timely vision representing returns of many kinds. Present in many of these works are migrant and immigrant experiences that bring complex relationships with family, history, and belonging. For some, a return home is deeply rooted to a specific place. For others, a return home could mean a return to one's heritage, ancestors, or family. We invite you to consider these works within the context of the artist's personal journeys, our shared history, and the consequences of the present moment on community, borders, migration, and justice.
Do you want to give some thoughts about that opening, Kaya?
It was very nice, very good snacks, good people, and good talking, good words.
Yes. Do you have thoughts?
I was too tired to listen.
Valid.
So yeah, thank you all for coming on this journey with me. I wanted to make this video because the art world is very opaque. Like, how does one go from wanting to pursue a career as an artist to actually pursuing a career as an artist? I do not know, but I hope that by sharing the process of me trying to figure it out, I can maybe give you all some insight into what it might look like. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful, juicy, scrumptious rest of your day. Bye!